welcome back. I hope that you are all keeping safe with everything that is going on. I am fully recovered now. It's took a couple of weeks and I finally, you'll be really happy to know, caught up on readings and I'm taking new bookings. So if you want me, I've put the details in the description for you. My turnaround time is down to 16 to 20 days now. So we're good, we're back on firing on all cylinders. So what we're going to do today, and it's really hard to think of topics with everything that's kind of happening globally at the moment. So if you guys have any ideas of readings that you want that are kind of able to be done at this moment in time, just pop them in the description. No, in the comments, write them in the comments and I'll see what I can do with them. If my guide says yes, that's fine, we'll do them, and if he says no, then I'll just have to leave it. But if you do have any ideas about what you want to hear at this moment, just give me a shout. So what we're going to do today is how are they going to feel when you guys kind of get back together, when you see each other, when you reunite, when your relationship blossoms again, how are they going to be feeling about that? So we're going into the future of your person's emotions. This is deck number 1 and this is deck number 2. So think about you, obviously, think about your person, and as you feel your person's energy, can you really feel it pushing from your heart center into the decks? As always, it works on the kind of strongest mutual energy between you all, which is why I need you to put your energies into the decks, number 1, number 2. Okay, let's do this. So, how are they gonna feel when you guys reunite? So getting into all of you lot watchings energy. Can you get me into people's watchings energy? And can you get me into, think about your person, can we get into their person's energy? Their person's thoughts, feelings, energy, emotions and thought processes. Lovely. And let's do the overall energy as well. That's right. Okay, let's do this. So, how is your person going to feel when you reunite with them? So the first thing that's kind of coming through my right ear, and this is a retro song, is The Boys of Summer by the Ataris. And it's saying, I don't know if you guys were into like emo music. I wasn't massively emo, I was like a massive rocker when I was younger. But I did quite like the Ataris, and this song is talking about you can go and she goes and has the boys of summer, and basically that he'll still love her, and even though he's saying I'm not going to look back, I'm never going to look back, I'll be with you when the boys of summer have gone. Now Spirit is saying to take the word boys out and just replace it with the kind of summer. So it looks like your person's emotions for you are still going to be really strong after the summer has gone. Hopefully this will all end before summer, but that is what Spirit is saying. How are they going to feel when they reunite? Let me concentrate. How are they going to feel? Are people going to feel when they reunite? These are some of more of my quarantine decks from when I was really poorly. How are they going to feel? Well, this one is, the other one's an old one. How are they going to feel when they reunite? How many do you want? You want 9. 7, no, 8, one more. Got that song in my head now. Voice inside my head saying don't look back, you can never look back. Okay, so how is your person going to feel once you guys reunite? So at the moment they are quite frustrated, quite fed up, trying to do what is best and following instructions that are being set out by people, governments, etc, etc, depending on your individual countries. Your person is sticking with the guidelines, and with sticking with these guidelines there is this kind of feeling of I'm a little bit fed up, but I understand why I'm doing this. I understand why I'm staying put and why I'm staying where I am. So they're having this bit of rest time now. In this period of rest, what's happening is their thoughts, they're kind of left really with nothing but their thoughts. And for your people, it's actually quite a good thing. Your people as a whole like to keep themselves very busy, like to keep themselves pretty active, would do anything really to run away from their thoughts. And now that this situation has occurred universally, your person is really kind of going inside of themselves to process what they actually want, and they are left with nothing but their thoughts. And when their thoughts are quiet, this is when their mind turns back to you. So even though they're having a bit of a rest from situations and feeling a little bit fed up, this is actually quite important for them and you, because it gives them this processing time to really analyze what they want in their life, especially if you're a third party and they are with someone else. Now that they are kind of stuck with this person and on this lockdown with this person, they are really analyzing what they feel they want from the situation and working out whether they want to stay where they are, whether they want to move on. So this is the first thing that's kind of coming up. The next things that kind of coming up is that when you guys do reunite, you've got this massive kind of reconciliation. All the stuff that's happened in the past between the two of you is going to be coming to a close. They are really, again, analysing their mistakes, analysing what they've done, and really seeing that when you two do come back together, they are going to be wanting to take the next steps in your relationships as a whole. Your collective energy, they're going to want to be taking the next steps. It's really kind of throwing them a curveball of them having this time and having their thoughts and nothing but time and nothing but thoughts to analyse what it is that they want. And they know that in the past they haven't treated you in the best way, but the love between the two of you is extremely strong. And when time happens and there's nothing but thoughts, absence will make the heart grow fonder, and it will bring your person closer towards you. So if you're waiting for contact, a lot of you probably will get contact if you're in no communication during this period of universal energies. And if you don't fret about it, because once this is all kind of come to a close, your person will reach out to you then and say, look, I've made some really big mistakes, I want to see what happens between the two of you from now on. They will look to find you. If you're not in contact or not spoken to them or anything like that, they will be looking to find you. So if you look at this card over here, the bird says hunting we will go, and this is the hunting to look you down, to find you. And with the skull on this as well, this is talking about a period of rebirth. Okay, so this downtime is really this transformation where they've got to think about what they want, think about how to move themselves forward, and then they will come and start looking for you and hunting you down. With the lovers over here again coming back up, spirit are drawing me back to it, and with this only having two lovers on the card and the two swans at the bottom, this is saying that there is a strong love between the two of you, and it's not going to fade, it's not going to go anywhere. In the time that you guys are apart, it is going to be this longing energy is really going to hit home. Now a lot of you guys are doing exactly the same, that you're sitting there, you're analysing, you're overthinking because you haven't got anything to kind of occupy your thoughts, but please know that your person is kind of in the same energy. So you're both echoing each other's thoughts and feelings. So anything that you're thinking and feeling, they're kind of thinking and feeling as well. They've just got to put, if you're not in contact, they've just got to put their big boy/girl pants on and do something about it. When you reunite, there's going to be this really kind of happy energy coming around, that they've really made their mind up, they've really made their choices on what it is that they want. Again, at the moment, it's all this thinking process, it's thinking everything through. The sexual energy is coming up quite strongly as well between the two of you, so there is going to be a really big sexual energy between the two of you when you come back together. Chemistry is going to blow your minds. Really strong pull with this person. They will realise, or they are realising, how much they do love you. Very much realising how much they love you, how much they've messed up. And again, this downtime is really giving them that time to think it all through and think what is right and what is wrong. Anywhere that they've been wearing a mask with the situation, that is starting to dissolve as well, and they really are kind of going back to the essence of their soul, essence of what is calling them, what they want. And there is this missing happening. They are missing you, and this kind of, again, even in your individual circumstances, if your person hasn't spoke to you even before this happened, it really is making them think and process what they want, and that missing energy is coming forward really strong. I've also got kind of anxiety being brought into my stomach, that is some of you guys watching, but it's also your people. You know, they don't really know how to reach out, they don't really know what to say to you other than to check in on you, and it's got this anxiety in the stomach as if you're about to send that text message and you're not really sure if you want to do it because you don't know what the outcome is going to be. It's that anxiety coming forward. So those of you that aren't in contact, your person is definitely thinking of reaching out to you and making those moves of contact towards you, regardless of your individual circumstances. Now, some of them might come forward with a more of a sexual energy than a heart-centered energy. If that happens, don't fret. The reason why that will happen is because when your people, your person as a whole talks about emotions, they start to feel vulnerable. And your person isn't a person that likes to feel vulnerable. They like to feel in charge and strong with their emotions. So sometimes the easiest thing to do is let the sexual energy take over. And that's essentially what's happening here. Your person might act on a sexual energy rather than an emotional energy because it's easier for them to talk about. Doesn't mean they don't love you, doesn't mean they haven't got these feelings towards you, but it's just going to be the easiest option for them to communicate with you. And also because the chemistry is so strong, because the sexual energy is really strong between the both of you, it is likely that they will communicate with you on a more sexual basis than none and be like, hey, send me a picture, blah, 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 how you looking, what's going on. Along those lines, not all of you, but some of your guys will come back and be like, I really, really love you, let's be together, everything's great, everything's perfect. So they are going to be exceedingly happy when you two get this chance to come back together, to reunite, to communicate, whatever specifics is in your situations. They will be extremely happy about that. They will be happy that you've kind of forgiven them, but potentially not forgotten what has happened with you guys as well. You've done the right thing, like you lot watching have done the right thing in kind of trying to release the energy, let the energy go, and it is that forgiveness, not forgetting. You know, you're forgiven because it's easier for you to have that peace and because you still love them, but the stuff that's happened between the two of you is not easily going to be forgettable, and your person is going to have to make that up to you, and they are equally aware of that. They know that they've got to do that. Again, it's very much this thought process at this moment of thinking it through, thinking how to make moves back towards you, but they are dreaming of where this is going. I just got Gabrielle dreams can come true. They are thinking it all through, thinking about where this could happen, where it could go right, rather than where it could go wrong. There's been a reversal in their thought process. Before it was always like, well, is it going to work? Isn't it going to work? What's going to happen? Am I ready? Yada, yada, yada. And now they're really in this kind of, okay, my mind process is flipping on it, and they really are having this flipping energy change in their thought process over it all. It looks as well that this movement is going to kind of come out of nowhere. So for you guys that are waiting and thinking, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, this will probably happen when you kind of given up. And you'll be like, no, I can't do it anymore. You took forever. I'm done with this shit. And this is when the person is going to come back towards you and message you and say, hey, what's up? And it will be out of nowhere. It's going to throw you a bit off kilt because you'll be feeling more stable and secure within yourself. And once you've released it, you know, this process of releasing situations is when the universal law of space, you know, you release a situation. It doesn't mean you let it go. It doesn't mean, well, you don't hold on to it. It doesn't mean you move on or anything like that. It just means, okay, I'm okay with whatever outcome you guys give me, the universe, you've got my back, you control what goes on. And you release the situation. And when you release the situation, the universal law of space is that when space is created, something equal to or more than has to come towards you. So once you release the situation of you and your person, you let it go in the best way you can, lots of meditation, trying to just release the energy, surrender, let the universe navigate it. That is when your person will come back to you, when you are starting to feel better over the situation. The collective energy on a timing on this is 2 months for this situation to kind of take a bit of a reversal, for things to move forward, for things to change, for communication to come in. Whatever your individual circumstances, your collective timing on it is 2 months. But it's really positive. These are really, really positive, that they know they've messed up, that they will come and hunt you down in a positive way, not kind of hunt you down in a crazy way. They will come and hunt you down. They'll be looking for you. They'll be looking for ways to communicate with you. They'll be finding excuses to text you. They'll come up with all sorts of things to communicate with you. And also when life gets really hard for them as well, and they are struggling with situations universally wise, they are struggling with the situation, a lot of you guys will hear from them then as well, because you are their go-to. You know, they do love you. You are their go-to when it goes wrong, and so there's a potential for things to move forward in that direction as well. If any card we're going to be drawn to in this whole set, it is this beautiful Lovers card. It really is a strong energy of love between the two of you, and your person has really had this thought process, or beginning to have this thought process in this downtime, and that thought process is leading back to you. So it's really positive, really good stuff. So when you reunite, there's going to be a lot of love. There's going to be a lot of happiness. There's going to be a lot of let's never have this period of no contact or lack of seeing each other ever again. Let's work this out. Let's see what we can develop. Let's see where this relationship goes, and let's see if we've got a future. So I don't think really your cards could be much better. They're brilliant. They're really, really good. Will you get an apology from stuff that's happened in the past? Some of you will. Most of you, your person is just going to ignore their past behaviour. And if it comes up in conversation, then you might get an apology. But take heart that your person does love you. They haven't handled the situation right. They've been a bit of idiots, but they are really thinking it through now and thinking through what they want. Okay, that is deck number 1. I'm going to have a sip of coffee and then I'm going to do deck number 2. Okay, deck number 2, let's do this. So, as always, it's going to work on the strongest mutual energy between you all, regardless of your individual circumstances and what's actually happening in your worlds. We go into all your energy, we go into all your people's energy, and we pull out the strongest mutual energy between you all. So if anything doesn't resonate, just remember it for a later date. Okay, think about your person for me. Can we get into the energy of their people? Can we get into their people's thoughts, feelings, energy, emotions and thought processes, and or possibilities, probabilities, choices, chances, changes and options of deck number 2. That's lovely. Okay. So, can you tell me what is happening or going to happen even when their people reunite with those watching? So the first thing that's getting in my left ear is we've got a song, and we've got a song that is, I cannot remember who sings it, but that, if you fall I will catch you, I'll be waiting, time after time. What, I hate this on I should cut them off, you know, on tops when they leave the hangy bits on. That song, the fall I'll catch you, I'll be waiting, time after time. So we've got that coming forward. How will they feel when they reunite? I love this deck, it's so pretty. How will they feel when you reunite? Let me get one more. This one. Okay. So, your person is feeling alone, your person is feeling sad, your person is feeling down, and the overall outcome in reverse of when you two reunite is this kind of loneliness that they're feeling is going to fade away, and they're really going to be feeling that they're ready to make these moves towards you. They've been feeling that they've been walking alone on quite a lonely road. I just got Boulevard of Broken Dreams by Green Day. They've been feeling that they've been walking down this really lonely road, trying to get to where they want to go, but they didn't really know what that destination was. So when you guys do reunite or recommunicate or whatever specifics is there for your individual circumstances, this loneliness that your person has been feeling and that you have been feeling is really going to start kind of fading away. They're going to feel more in charge of their emotions, feeling more charged about what they want in their life. Now, they have been struggling, very much struggling. There is a very heavy feeling with this deck, a very sad feeling, looking towards what they wanted, looking towards the directions that they wanted to go in. And with you guys watching, it feels that things haven't quite gone to plan between you both. And there's a lot of, in this deck, there's a lot of breakups that's happened. There's a lot of this hasn't gone to plan, but I still love you. And it's this kind of great feeling of remorse is coming forward, quite a sad energy from your person. So when they communicate or you reunite, this is really going to start phasing into the background, and everything that you guys have gone through is going to start to be left in the past. The sadness is still there. You guys will have to talk and communicate things through, because the love is strong between the two of you, but as is the love, so is the grieving, Spirit is saying. And that grief isn't something that has been easily fixed between you both. It's something that's kind of been prolonged over quite a long period of time. Now, your person is also a little bit jealous of you. Now, this is in various aspects with you lot watching. So this is either you're with someone else and they're jealous of that. This is either, it could be that they're jealous of who you could be talking to. And the other side of it is that some of your people are jealous of your life, that you can go and move forward in your life, and they feel very stuck, very stagnant, very unsure of what they should be doing. They are very much pulling against their soul at the moment. Their soul is trying to take them one pathway, and they're pulling against it and being quite stubborn in that. Stubborn in the fact that they're not following their soul. They're just kind of waiting around, seeing what happens, and that is putting your energy, both your energy, in quite a stagnant hole. When you guys reunite, that stagnancy is still going to be there a little bit, but your person and you are really going to stop feeling this level of loneliness without each other, and your communication will take place where you guys can talk about if there is a way forward, how you want to move it forward, and you'll be talking through a lot of stuff that's happened in the past, and it's going to make for some very awkward conversations between you both, but also necessary conversations, my guide is saying. So they will unstick themselves. The Hangman is in reverse, okay? So at the moment they are in this sticky, kind of stagnant energy of, oh, I don't know what to do, what should I do? And when they really get their big boy / girl pants on and make these moves towards you, they are going to unstick themselves, and he's going to start smiling. So over here he looks depressed, and you turn it around that way and he is smiling. So your person is going to unstick themselves from stuff that has happened in the past and make moves towards you. You've got the Page of Cups over here and the Four of Pentacles, so your person is still clinging on to the situation with you. If you guys are thinking that they are over it and it is done, and even if they've said stuff to you that has made you think they are over it and they are done, it is complete rubbish, okay? Your person is not over you. It isn't done. They are still holding on to the situation, and they've got hope that maybe somehow, some way, this can work out between the two of you, regardless of what's happened. A lot of you in deck 2, it's been a lot of circumstances that have made the situation go the way it has. It's not about the love that is between the two of you. The love between the two of you is extremely strong, but circumstances have dictated this to kind of go the way it has and be the way it has, but it doesn't mean that the love between the two of you has faded. And they're still clinging on to that, and they're still clinging on to some resemblance of hope that this can work out between the two of you. Now, with that being said, it's going to be down to you lot watching on if this is something that you're going to want to progress with. When you see them or hear from them, some of you will feel very differently from how you feel now. So at the moment, you want to see them, you want to communicate with them, but when it actually comes round to it, when you see them or communicate with them, it's not actually going to be that buzz that you are kind of expecting. And don't shoot the messenger, but Spirit just telling me to tell you. And the reason for that is because, again, so much stuff has happened that you guys are really starting to heal from this situation. But like we've said a second ago, they haven't got over it. They are still clinging on to it, and they've still got hope it will work, and you are exactly the same. But you will feel a little bit different when they message you. It won't be that you're over them, it won't be that you're okay with everything, you won't be, but you will feel a little bit different in your mind and be a bit like, well, that wasn't what I was expecting to feel. I was expecting to feel all this love kind of coming back up. I've been waiting so long for communication or to see them. And you're not really going to have that energy coming forward. You're going to be a bit like, oh, okay, I knew they've texted me. Because you've kind of given up a little bit of hope. But they haven't. They haven't. The time that you guys have had apart, or having apart, is really going to make them analyse what they want. I said that on deck 1 as well, but it's the same with deck 2. They want to analyse what they want, how things have ended up the way they have, what they want from situations, how they want situations to move forward. And you have this slow, steady movement towards you. They know that you guys have got to break a cycle. You've been stuck in this kind of cycle of going round and round and round and never really making headway of it. Now your person will start to try and make headway of the situation because they haven't got over you. They haven't moved on. They thought that they have, but they haven't at all. And time has been the biggest healer in deck number 2. And in that time that's happened, you guys are starting to feel better. Your person's actually starting to feel worse. They're starting to feel very sad, very low, very down that they let you down. And it's complicated things. It's complicated the situation between you both. They are, again, still holding on, but slow movement towards you. Now, some of you will say it's on the back of a snail. It is slow movement, but there is movement nonetheless. So when you guys reunite, your person is going to be, you've got sexual energy as well, but your person is going to be very not really how they used to be with you. You know, they're going to be a little bit shy, a little bit coy, a little bit timid, because they're scared of either hurting you or hurting themselves again. They probably won't tell you that they're still holding hope that the situation is moving forward. Some of them might even go on a little bit of self-preserve, that their life is okay without you, that they haven't needed you, that they've been able to move themselves forward. It's all a farce, it's all a mask. It's not true, because if that was the case, they wouldn't be reaching out to you or wanting to see you anyway. They have been lying to themselves. There's this kind of deception coming forward as well, and it's really affecting their energy. Their confidence has been affected by this as well, Spirit are saying, because when you two were either together or communicating or with one another, they felt really happy, they felt really great, and they know that they didn't handle it right. But this kind of deception of themselves, the lies that they told themselves, that they don't need you, that they're okay without you, that everything's going to be fine, is really reaching the surface, and it's affecting their confidence, because they don't know how to live without you. And they've took advantage of that. They thought it would always be okay, that you would always be there, that if whatever happened, you could work a way out between the two of you, and they could always come back to you. And it's a very different shift in energy, and it's because of you lot watching. You've done extremely well in moving yourself forward. So what will happen is that they will come towards you with some kind of love offer, or an offer on the two of you and talking, unstick any of this kind of stagnant energy and make these moves towards you, and it will clear this element of loneliness that has been happening between the both of you. It will start to pick up, it will start to pick emotions up, and there is a chance here that if you want this to work, it will do. They will be happy to communicate with you. They will feel that this gap that has been caused either by their actions and your reactions, this gap between the both of you is going to come to a close. This bridge that's keeping you two apart is going to be crossed. And when that happens, it's going to feel as if you guys are kind of completing one another again, coming together, feeling better about things, leaving the past behind, so you can see whether you guys have got a future. And it's really positive. They do still love you, they do still care for you deeply. There is regret, there is remorse, there is jealousy, there is a bit of toxicity in this deck, but with the kind of the reason why it's toxic is because the passion between the two of you is so strong. You know, you have such a strong connection, such a strong passion. A lot of deck 2 will be twin flames. You have a strong connection, a strong passion between the both of you. And when these situations happen, you guys either erupt and go your separate ways, or you come back together. You're essentially like magnets. You know, you either come together and you can't break, or you repel and you go your separate ways. The connection between the two of you won't be broken. Even if you said, I don't want to get back with them, I just still love them, I'm okay with just loving them, I don't want to get back with them, and you went your separate ways again, your past will still entwine, and they will still keep coming back to you throughout the rest of your life. So it's going to be down to you on if this is something that you want. They are a little bit uncertain on how to progress it forward right now, but they are going to breach this gap between the two of you, and when that happens, they are going to feel this kind of calmness, this relaxedness, this okay, I feel better, we've communicated, or we've seen each other, everything is okay. And at the moment they don't feel like everything is okay. At the moment they feel very tumultuous, in torment, very haunted by their thoughts, haunted by their emotions, but when this contact comes back, or you two meet up, it's really going to calm it down, and everything is going to feel okay. And that is how they will feel when you guys get that chance to reunite. Now what comes from that is going to be down to you and your individual circumstances and what you lot watching want, but it will fall into your hands. Is there a collective timing on this? I'm hearing a 3, so probably roughly, again, collective energy. If you want to look at individual timings, give me a shout, but your collective energy is around 3 months, okay, or yeah, 3 months time for this to kind of make a little bit of headway. I don't know where we are. It could be 3 days, it could be 3 weeks, but the majority of you are falling on 3 months. But there is movement. Some of you it is 3 weeks, Spirit is saying, but most of you it's about 3 months. And that's deck number 2. Okay, so I will love you and leave you. Please continue to stay safe. If you need me, like I said, I'm back doing readings. The turnaround time is down as well, so you'll all be happy to know that. Back doing readings again. So just give me an email or a shout, and I will speak to you all next week. Please look after yourself, stay safe, keep your loved ones safe. We'll get through all of this. We'll get through these difficult times that are happening. there will come an end to this darkness. Also, before I go, Spirit are just telling me to tell you guys, can you not get roped into other people's negativity? Really kind of rise above it if you can, because there's a lot of low energy going on all over the world at the moment, and it's best as light workers or people of light beings, we want to step away from that negativity. So if someone starts trying to attack you or bring you down or bring your mood down, really just distance yourself. Don't get roped into it. Breathe it through. Okay? Alright guys, lots of love, take care, God bless, bye.